Hi, I'm Sandy Edwards with the YNC team. It is my honor and privilege to bring to you 1416 Stonemill Falls Drive, right in the heart of Wake Forest. We're not 5 minutes from everything. You've got Lowe's Foods, Wegmans, Harris Teeter, Home Depot, Chick-fil-A, all right here within 5 minutes. We're right off of Rogers Road, so it's an easy access point. But we are kind of in Sleepyville. It's so nice and quiet back here. It's just a beautiful location. This house is something unique and special. It's right at 2,700 square feet. The primary is down, as well as another bedroom and full bath down, and then a bedroom and full bathroom upstairs, as well as a huge living area that's a bonus room, media room, whatever you want to use it for. Lots and lots of walk-in storage upstairs too. But the thing that really makes this home unique, and this is so hard to find, it was built with ADA standards in mind. So you've got a lot of zero threshold stuff or low thresholds. The doorways are all wider, lots of open space. So if you've got someone in your world that needs some assistance with mobility in a wheelchair or walker, or just needs a little extra room, this home was designed with that in mind. Lots of wide walking spaces, open doorways, level flooring. It really is a hard to find, perfect type of house, particularly with that in mind. And if you don't need it yet, we're all aging, we're all getting there. And so at some point in time, you may. And it's just something to keep in mind. This one has a fully fenced backyard. It looks out over a nature preserve, and so it's just beautiful back there. You'll see that in the drone footage. Also a screen porch, which you'll probably hear me say it again. I think it's a code requirement in North Carolina. It's just a spectacular house, and I'm so excited for you to see. Come on inside. Let's take a look. We've come inside now. Look at the size of the foyer that we've got here and just how much room there is. When you first come in, you've got an office, a study, a living room, whatever you want to use it as, but it's just a good landing spot when you first come in the door. And then the kitchen, all this space. You've got a coffee bar right here, 5 burner gas cooktop, great cabinet space, a walk-in pantry. If you wanted to, you could drop an island in the middle of the kitchen. So you really do have a lot of room here. And then on the back side where the sink is, it extends out. And so you see there are a couple of bar stools there. You could run that all the way across if you wanted to. Plenty of room for a dining table. And then the family room that goes out to, and you've heard me say it before, if you know me at all, the screen porch, which I think should be a code requirement in North Carolina. We go back here to the master and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Again, in that code requirement, we're out on the screen porch now. It's always my favorite room in any house, and as spectacular as I think this house is, this is still my favorite room. It's going to always be my favorite room. But you've got a lot of space out here, as well as really 50% even more space on the patio. It's got a fully fenced backyard that backs to a natural preserve. It's beautiful back there. You saw that in the drone footage. It's just gorgeous out here, and particularly in North Carolina, where you can enjoy this type of room the vast majority of the year. It is an extension of the living space on this house. Coming into the primary now, I want to stop here for just a second and talk about the width of this doorway, and we'll talk about it again as we go into the bathroom. But look at the size of this room and the space that it has, just an architectural detail. It's got a tray ceiling, of course, crown molding, but tons of natural light. It's just fantastic. This room has a king-size bed, 2 large nightstands in it, so you've got a lot of move-around space, which is fantastic. Again, talking about the width of the doorway, and we talked about this before we walked inside, that this house was built with ADA compliance in mind. So if you've got somebody that's in a wheelchair or needs walker assistance, whatever, you've got a lot of room. So for the primary bedroom, and really throughout the house, but if you've got somebody that needs that assistance, it was built with that in mind. You're not having to do alterations to make it work. A phenomenal walk-in closet in here, but just lots of move around space. And that's so hard to find when you think about a segment of the population that needs that, and they struggle finding housing that will accommodate it. This home was built with that in mind. We've come upstairs now. We talked about it downstairs, just how much living space there is up here. It's awesome. Look at the size of this bonus room. Really, you can use it as a home theater, a bonus room. If you're doing homeschooling, you could do that from here. It really is just kind of a magical space that you can do any way you want to. Upstairs, Phenomenal walk-in storage. You've got two access points, one on the front of the house off the bonus room, another one off of this little hallway right here. But more storage than you're going to need, and you don't have to worry about a pull-down staircase that you're carrying stuff up and down, so it's nice and safe. Got a full bathroom as well as a very good sized bedroom up here.